Hey everybody, welcome to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Great to be here today on a Saturday. I normally don't stream on Saturdays, but we were having such a great time. Hey, Brickman Mosaics Art, great to have you here. Yeah, normally I don't stream on Saturdays, but we were having such a great time on Thursday that this set, I just was so excited about this set. I said, I can't wait an entire week before I stream again. So I'm so excited to be here. I know that we've got a lot that's been going on in the news with Lego. So one of the things that I was really excited about, as you know, that there's a new set coming out. I know this isn't really brand new news. It's been out for maybe a week or two. Is that the medieval blacksmith shop? And I had a chance to see this at a sort lug call the other day, and it looks amazing. Now, I'm not a big castle person, so I'm not sure if it'll be one of those sets that I would get, but we had an interesting discussion about whether or not the blacksmith ideas set that was created by, I guess his name was Clemens Fielding, I believe, or Fielding, and he submitted this fan art to this site. For those of you who don't know, he got 10,000 people who were interested in it, and then his was selected, and then it went into production. Corey Sam's class went well. Oh, great. And you're going to be working with him every Friday. Oh, how cool. That sounds like fun, Bricksman's Mosaic. So the question came up, which I thought was an interesting philosophical discussion, was when somebody submits an idea to Lego, is it better if they hold true to the original concept, which I think most people would like to see, or does Lego have the liberty to create what they think will probably appeal to a larger market, and also for production too? And another example of that is the ship in the bottle, because the ship in the bottle was created by Jake Stadovich, and he had this amazing design, but what they did is Tiago Catarino was assigned to that particular model, and he had to make some changes to make it more stable. But I think he kept the essence of what was originally intended, and that was what our discussion was about. Personally, if I got an idea set that made it to 10,000 followers and was put into production, I would just be grateful to have that feather in my cap to say I designed something that Lego appreciated and that they designed it. And yeah, maybe they put some twist to it, but I personally would be really happy. I don't know. I I submitted, so for those of you who are here, I know Brickman Mosaic, you saw my waterfall mock that I put together, and people were saying I should submit that to Lego Ideas. And I was like going, I don't know, that seems kind of small. It's a small model. But, you know, if it's something that might be of interest, I think I might expand on it a little bit and see where it goes from there. I thought about it a little bit because I'm starting to, I guess, develop an artistic style within Lego, and that's probably a good example of that. And I do have it right behind me. I know Brickman Mosaic, you've already seen this, but for those of you who haven't seen it, and I know with the green screen it might be kind of hard to see, but this is what I had submitted to Tricky Bricks. Yeah, my camera's acting kind of funky. And I might, what I have to do though is if I do submit this, I have to figure out what to do about the sides, because the sides, for the photo, you know, I have this little gap here and also in the back. So I could maybe make an underground dwelling. In fact, that was kind of crossing my mind, is like maybe put some critters underneath the model, but I don't know. Something to think about. I'm very excited about that. People had encouraged me that I might start thinking about that for that particular model, which honestly, I never really thought of myself as a landscape artist, because most of the things I do are mashups of characters, as you know, with Earl Grey the seal. That was something that came out, but you know, who knows? It's going to be interesting just to see how you know, my Lego career evolves. I know that I've been really excited about doing YouTube now in addition to Twitch, so I'm going to be on both platforms for a little bit. And I'm thinking too, here's an announcement, the Brickanista Broadcast Network I have a web designer, and I had a web design for something I used to do called the Movie Muse when I was in California. And as you know, with the pandemic, people aren't going to the movies very much. And I really don't see myself spending $20 every time a new movie comes out, because it seems like that's the cost versus, just buying a single ticket. So I thought what I had developed with this programmer is a website that was evaluating movies in 3 different criteria. So I thought what I could do is just use that same engine and do different reviews for different models. And this might be my first one that I put through this new website. So I'm in the process of doing that. It's exciting because I really am, just intrigued by the whole Lego evaluation industry. There's a lot of people who are really wonderful reviewers. I'm, Brick Nerd has a site, of course, Beyond the Brick, they do a lot of things, and various people out in the industry, Cafe Con Lego, Adora Builds. There's a lot of people who are doing this kind of thing. So I'm going to dip my toe in the water. We'll see how it goes. I figure I'm going to be building anyway, and that's part of the reason why I started here. Okay, so I am going to just remind everybody that I am working on the Spring Lantern Festival. So this is what we will end up with eventually. I did bags 1 through 4 when I was working on Thursday, and I pulled out 4 more bags, just thinking if I'm going to be at roughly the same pace, that's what we're going to do. So another 4 bags, and then that'll bring us to bag number 8. And so I think this is going to be done in 3 streams, and then we'll pick up again on Thursday. But yeah, I'm just really stoked about this. This has really been exciting for me, and I appreciate people tagging along and participating. Okay, so I got my down camera here, and I realized, let me just check on my instructions, because I had this all queued up. Why is it? Oh, you know what happened? I had to order some office supplies. Okay, so just so you know, let me just verify this. Yeah, this is the right instructions. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. As an entrepreneur, I have a company, 1000 Crane Studios, and my Brickanista brand is going to be part of the umbrella of 1000 Crane Studios. And I've been working with just strategically figuring out some of the things that I need to do for the business. And as you know, I do get paid by various clients to do things such as Zoom meetings and being able to stream and do things like this. And I'm just really excited about two different things. And this will be under the 1000 Crane Studios umbrella. One of them is this, where we are doing brick builds using Zoom and maybe, well, I've already started using Zoom with Twitch. We may be doing Zoom with YouTube coming up, because I've been working with Joriel Builds, as you know, and we're going to be able to announce the winners of our daily brick limit challenge. And that's hard to believe. That's only tomorrow that we'll be finishing up the daily brick limit challenge. And oh, Cowboy Cornado! So you said to notify me when this becomes available for this set. And I twisted your arm. Oh, well, I don't know if I really twisted your arm, but you enjoyed it as well, so that's awesome. So thank you. I'm glad. So you can say you heard about this on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So the second thing I'm excited about, which has been kind of in hibernation for about 5 years, is I have these cartoon characters that I had been developing along with an artist, and I haven't really done anything with them. So I'm thinking that this is the year the Brickanista Broadcast Network will have a segment about Lego and the Brickanista Broadcast Network, and then also the 1000 Crane Studios will have a section about my cartoon characters, which is the crane in the bamboo forest. It didn't take much twisting. Okay, well, that's great. All right, so let me just make sure that I'm in frame here. And so welcome. This is what I call the Brickanista Build and Yak, because I build and we yak about things that are happening. I put my calendar here, but it may get in the way, so I may move that. But for now, I think I'm going to leave that. And let's see if I have enough room here. I know I have my little platter available because I have a feeling, well, actually, you know what? Maybe not. We may not have very many stickers in this. I keep thinking about, I built Apocalypseburg on my Twitch stream, and this one, I've been working on this Chinese New Year set, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm glad, Cornado, that you're excited about it. Yeah, I think just like with anything, when sometimes when you see somebody else doing something which is fun, then you kind of want to be a part of it. Yeah, so this first little bag has mostly plates, and I'm just going to set them aside here just because I don't have a whole lot of room, and this is going to be my primary working platform. And so there's a little bag too in bag number 5, small bag with some of the smaller pieces. In fact, I think I will move this out of the way because I can already tell I can use this space. So let me move this over here. And oops, there goes one of my cubes. All right, that's okay. Let's see, is it easily accessible? It is. All right. And yeah, I bought this a while ago, this little calendar, and I really like it. So a couple friends of mine have been asking because I think they're going to be discontinuing those. And if you are interested, you may want to get that while you can. So you're hoping it may be a bit because you want to get the blacksmith shop. Yeah, we were just talking about the blacksmith shop. So somebody on the Sort Lug call, Tom Elfin, in fact, he's with Brick Architect. He built it and did a preliminary review. And one of the things he was mentioning, which is so cool, is the bellows, or is it the bellows, I think, that actually feed into the fire is connected to a lighted brick, which is super cool. So he demonstrated that for us, and then we got into this discussion about whether or not the original design, people like the original design better. And honestly, for me, if I had a Lego set that Lego said, you know, we want to build your set, but we're going to modify it quite a bit, I would be okay with that. It would be like, hey, you're going to pay me a royalty for something that you're redesigning that, you know, stemmed from my original concept. I'm good with that. It's okay. I mean, just to have the honor of, first of all, reaching 10,000 followers, and second of all, actually getting your set built. I mean, that's a huge accolade. So I'm, you know, I can see where people are coming from, that some people are, you know, reluctant that, you know, people's original ideas are not being met the same way. But, you know, it goes back to Lego's a business. And do you want them to sell more of your design or not if you hold too true to what you originally had? But so you are going to bite the bullet on the blacksmith shop. Okay, that's awesome. I'm actually debating between the corner garage and the bookshop because I I am thinking I want to expand my modular city. And now that they have the new road plates, I didn't invest a lot of money in the old road plates, so I'm thinking about that too. You just built one thing from the Simpsons challenge that you started on Homer's car. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, thank you for posting all that information on the last stream. That was really cool, Brickman Mosaic. And I am happy to tell you too that there's been a discussion about how there's all different kinds of collabs. So your collab is in the list as well. So as you know, there's several collabs that are under discussion for Tricky Bricks. So if you know you're in the mix, let's just say your Disney idea is in the mix. I don't know how it's going to end up, but at least as I mentioned in my chat to you, that it's, you know, we're taking things from the Discord server, taking different ideas, and then presenting them to Flynn and Richard, and they're going to decide on a theme sometime soon. So, oh, Alexander 23, hey, how's it going? So yes, it's always kind of bothers me as the IP ideas. Yeah, that's true. It's called ideas and other people's ideas. Yeah, that's true. It is other people's ideas. And hey, great to hear from you, Alexander23. Yeah, another reason why I decided to stream Saturday is that I can stream earlier. than during the week. And that seems to work better for also people on the East Coast. So welcome, glad you're here. And as you can see from the drawing, it looks like we're going to be building a bridge to go over here between these two sections. And you don't want to see the weather. Okay, so let's see. All right, why is my computer acting up? All right, let's try that. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, I'm always intrigued to see how Lego treats different intellectual property. Okay, so now I need to turn this around because the bowl, which by the way, the bowl was so much fun to build. So Alexander 23, I know you missed that last time, but this was so much fun to build. So I'm really glad I got this set. Okay, so it looks like there's a reason why we needed that lily pad. That lily pad is important for this little disc, but why is this not seating? Yeah, there we go. That's better. This is where sometimes I wish I had one of those hammer things, those little small mallets. Okay, there we go. That's more secure. Okay, now this goes in here, which, okay, why they didn't put that in before, not sure, but they now have that complete. Here, let me move this up a little bit. I knew I was going to need to move that. Yeah, I think that should be better. Looks really nice. You didn't realize you had the calendar date dice. Yeah, I love the calendar date dice. If that's something that you want to outfit your studio with, I would highly recommend it. It's a, very, very nice little addition. Yeah, I like it. I like mine a lot. Okay, so it looks like we're putting down these a 1x3. I think the other thing I like about the grays, even though gray is kind of a boring color, is that there's so many different plates. Like the 1x3 plates, is that you don't see a lot of different colors with the 1x3s. I mean, one of the 1x3 colors that I do like is this, what is it? The blue that was in the Durmstrang ship. So I ended up repurposing that, and I took all those blues and I used them for other things. But the 1x3 tiles are nice. The fish tiles are the game changer. Yes. Yes, I don't know if you can see them, but the fish tiles are right here. And they're so beautiful. It's really amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so I would definitely say if you're on the fence about it and you're thinking about it, it's back ordered right now, or not back ordered, it's out of stock. So that might be something that you might want to think about putting on your wish list. I know that Cornado did, and he said that after watching this stream, which, by the way, thank you so much. I'm really glad that this was a positive influence in your decision making. It looks like we got 5 of these light grays. Yeah, and thank you for setting the reminder too, Cornado, because it's always easier to build when you have somebody to talk to. If you really want to see myself one sliver away from being insane, is look at my December 24th video, because that's when I decided to stream on Christmas Eve, which was probably not the best decision, but I decided to do that. And then I also, nobody showed up, so I was talking to myself the whole time while I was there. So, but, that goes back to, it doesn't mean it was a bad stream. It means that it wasn't streamed on the right day. So that's why, when people tell me, well, I streamed, but nobody showed up. And it's like, well, you were going to build the set anyway, right? So if you're going to build the set and you want to share that experience, you still talk to the camera as if somebody was there, because somebody may be watching your video later. So it doesn't really matter that nobody was there, because somebody will be watching at a later time. And I've looked at the stats of some of my videos, And clearly there's a handful of you that show up, live. And then there's, people who show up later too. Okay, so we're adding some of those stepping stones here, which are a lot of fun. Yeah, I really love how they use those stepping stones. I call them also chocolate or gold bar tiles, depending on what color that you end up getting. Okay, so looks like we have this going in right there. Oh, GOW Grasshopper, how are you? You found me on YouTube. You technically help sell a Barracuda Bay. Oh, really? Because you watched my stream? See, this is what I need. That's what I need. I need testimonials from you guys. If you're willing to, if you want to send me a direct message and send me a testimonial, something like, after watching Brickanista on YouTube or Brickanista on Twitch, I decided to buy the Barracuda Bay or anything like that, then I could put that on my website as testimonials. And as many of you know, I'm in the process of trying to get certified in September. I'm working really hard to build my following on both YouTube and on Twitch because I want to I want to qualify for the recognized Lego fan media. So in order for me to do that, I have to do reviews, and that's what I'm going to do. Is that after this is over, I'm going to retake that engine that I had used for my movie reviews and use them instead for Lego reviews. And that was when I used to be on the radio. I was known as the Movie Muse back in the day. It's the truth? Oh, good. Thank you. You popped up on your recommended. Oh, great. I'm now showing up on recommendeds. Yes. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I was telling somebody the other day that when you have people who start stalking you and, not that it's, I should step back. What happened is that I was on an event and somebody appeared who starts appearing more often whenever I'm there. And we were joking about this camera that keeps following me, when I move. It's almost like maybe it's coincidence or maybe they're stalking me. I don't know. I've got to change things up, just like they talk about how when you go out in public that you shouldn't like keep the same routine all the time, that you should move, mix things up, otherwise you run the risk of people, stalking you. So, okay, so it looks like we have 6 of these dark grays, and then we got 1 of these big ones. So it looks like we're going to put this perimeter here. And looks like the big one starts here. I mean, it's kind of like a mixed blessing, and you think about people like, Lady Diana. I mean, oh my goodness, it's like people just would not leave her alone. And she was really good about protecting her children, because she would, whenever the press was around and they were trying to get pictures of Harry and William, she would interfere and just say, look, this is my children. We're on holiday right now. So please, respectfully, would you please leave us alone? And I think too that, some people, I mean, I know that some of the Lego masters, now that they've been on television, it's like people are following them. And, thankfully, I don't think they're like appearing out of nowhere, while they're shopping or something, but who knows? If you hadn't seen the crew quarters and the kitchen made the way it was, oh, that's the kitchen and the crew's quarters are what swayed you for getting it. Oh, okay. That was a lot of fun. That was a fun build. Not more of stalking, but you should change your paths up. Yes. So you don't have a thief watching you. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's another good point about just not just, people on the internet, but just people around your home, just maybe trying to break in. Yeah. And it's sad that, we even have to think about that, and I feel pretty lucky that my apartment complex has a regular security agency that patrols the neighborhood, which I really love because sometimes I get home late and I see the patrol car going around the neighborhood. So that really makes me feel better. And I think I have a pretty good rapport with my neighbors, at least. I mean, we don't really chat a lot, but we kind of know who's around, right? And I probably should reach out to my next door neighbor more, especially when we are allowed to travel again. I mean, that's one good thing is that since we haven't been able to travel, just we don't have to worry about um, moving things around or being in the way of things. Okay, so let me see. We are putting in up, up. I missed. I need to be another. Now this is intriguing. I'm not sure why we have two of these, but I think that bridge that they were talking about is going to go across here. So let's see. It looks like this guy goes right there, and this one snapped in much easier. You'll be back in a minute, okay? Yeah, your condos also. You have a security guard patrolling. Yeah, I mean, that is really a wonderful thing to have because just, the peace of mind that there's at least somebody looking after you. And because my old landlord, or I shouldn't say old, my friend who let me stay at her house before I moved here, she parked her car on the street and she had one of those Prius, with the catalytic, converter, the electric car. And she parked it on the street. And the next day, somebody stole that catalytic converter from her car. And so, because she started the engine and it was so loud, and she was like going, "What's going on?" And it cost her like $3,000 to replace that. And she had shared a video on her YouTube stream that showed how easy it is for a thief to just take those off. And from what she had mentioned on her Facebook, is that apparently a lot of the chop shops have been, getting them. And yeah, it's really sad. I mean, that people are resorting to doing that. And, people say, well, she didn't get harmed. It's like, yeah, but still, it sucks when people do that. Who is texting me? Somebody is texting me. It's like, this is another reason why I tend to stream at night because I don't get as many, and I wanted to make sure that, okay. Oh, okay, well, anyway, I'm going to have to, those are from Office Depot. Right before the stream, I had ordered some forms. And as you know, if you're an entrepreneur, that you have to file these 1099 forms. So I'm very close to having all the forms I need except for these two. And unfortunately, I just got texted that we have a problem with your order. It's like, oh, don't tell me you have it in stock if you don't have it in stock. Okay, so now we're going with some white plates. And I was talking to some other friends about how one thing I learned too during the pandemic is that I don't take things too seriously anymore because life is just too short. I mean, you said it yourself, Cornado, on Thursday. I mean, that you just don't know what's going to happen and things can change so quickly that every day is just a gift. Look at that little yellow frog. It's really cute. That's a big thing in California for some reason, that catalytics are stolen all the time. Yes, yes, I know. And here, like I said, she was parked on the street in front of her house. So when she was parked in her driveway, people wouldn't touch it, right? But as soon as she parked on the street, it got stolen. And she hadn't even thought that the neighborhood would be, that much of an issue. So yeah, and I think that's another reason why having a patrol car that goes around is really good because, they're going to notice if somebody's trying to jack somebody's, catalytic converter on their Prius. Yeah, I feel bad because, that cost her a lot of money and it was really, It was an unexpected expense. I'm sure her insurance probably helped, but yeah, that was just a drag. Okay, so now, oh, we have these scroll pieces are really cool. These white scroll pieces. So we have 8 of these that we need to do. Oops. I don't know about you, but lately, I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but I have been getting apparently more clumsy for some reason. It's like I'll grab something and it falls out of my hand. And it's like, I know I have really good dexterity in general, so I'm not sure why. I'm blaming it on the pandemic. I'm just going to say anything that has to do with me tripping and falling and dropping things has to do with the pandemic. Are those koi in the pond? Yes, those are printed 1x2 tiles, and there are 2 type of koi fish. There's like an orange type of koi fish and a striped one. It's beautiful. Let's see, is there a way from here in our chat helicopter? It looks like they're glass giant sharks. Oh, well, here, let me zoom in real quick, then I'll zoom out again. Let me see if I can do this, because the, that might be enough. I have to wait for the delay. I know it did zoom in. It says it's zoomed over here. You should see it. Yeah, there's a delay when I'm looking at the internet. Okay, so let me zoom down a little bit. Yep, you get a nice view of the towel. There we go. So there's the printed tiles. Aren't those cool? Yeah, yeah. So you get 6 of them in the set, and then this is the position that they want you to put them in. I think I messed up on one of them, but it's my pond. So if there's a purist out there who wants to say, you put an orange one where the striped one was supposed to be, you can do your own model your own way. So, okay, so let me zoom back out. And let's see. So I'm using a cell phone as my camera, so that's why some of this is not as sophisticated, but hopefully you'll be able to see that. And I want to make sure the framing is okay. Yeah, I think that'll probably work for now. Okay, so let's go back to the build. All right, so what do we want to do with these white tiles? Okay, I do need to move this over a little bit. Let me see if I can. Because we're working on this edge. Okay, so let's see, we're doing the scrolls. And like I said, I'm hoping you can see this. Let me just switch over real quick. Yeah, it's a little bit of a high angle, but given what I'm doing, I think it'll still work. If you want me to zoom in, let me know. Because what I'm doing is I'm putting these scroll pieces down. Okay, and then it looks like we have a clip. It goes towards the inside, so that's interesting. Yeah, I think similar to what you were saying, Alexander 23, is that I'll watch somebody build a set and it's like, oh man, that is so awesome. I'm going to have to get that. Right? So in a way, we're all kind of enabling each other, right, in this hobby. But at least it's a vice that is productive. That's the way I look at it. It could be worse. You just wanted to see the fish tiles. Okay, well, I'm glad you were able to see that. Now, hopefully this angle is okay with the way things are. Okay, so now we are adding more tiles. We're going to be adding more tiles up top, as well as some of these 1x3 plates and tiles. Okay. Ah, that's cool. We're making this nice little fence on the edge here. And yeah, I'm starting to appreciate more as I build too, as I learn techniques like these little scroll pieces in the haunted house. They did something similar with that, with the ticket booth. So now that I'm seeing different uses for it, because I have a bunch of those in gold, and I'm thinking, what am I going to use these for? So now I have some good ideas. Yeah, Office Depot, I think, is still trying to call me. Like I said, that's part of the reason why streaming at night is great, because you don't get a lot of distractions. Is this someone's mock or yours? Oh, this is a set. This is the Spring Lantern Festival set. So you could buy this. This is a set you can get. And it's sold out right now. Cornado was trying to order it, so he had to put it on his wish list because it's sold out right now. But yeah, this is part of the Lunar New Year series, their Chinese New Year series. And the packaging is amazing on it as well. Just beautiful design. I love the red color. So there's 5 of these that we're going to put onto 5 of the, looks like we need to put 5 studs and 5 plates. You edited some stuff about the challenge? Oh, okay. Yeah, I might be able to do 1 or 2 days, but I don't think I can do all 14 days. That's a lot. That's a lot of building that you're doing. Because at least with our daily brick limit, it's limited to at the most 31 bricks, right? For your mosaics, I mean, you can make a mosaic out of a lot of bricks. So I will probably try 1 or 2, but I don't have the same talent that you do, Brickman. I think you know, there's a reason why you're called Brickman Mosaic Art, because you're good at it. Now, Joriel Builds, on the other hand, he is amazing at mosaics. He's done a few that have just blown my mind. So he's really good at that. He's somebody you probably want to hit up too. He's good at mosaics. Brickworm's another person who you probably want to check out because she does amazing mosaics as well. You already know about Brick Huntress. She's great at mosaics. And Regsy Art. I mean, there's certain people who I don't know what people would say I'm good at as far as I don't know what's my talent. You guys might have to tell me what my talent is, because I think I'm good at mashups. I think, you know, that's something I think I'm good at. You know, now that I've done this waterfall, I think I can do some, you know, still life, or I don't know, realistic life, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what you call that, but oh, this is nice. It's a little bench that we're making. Okay, we got that. And where's this going? Oh, okay. So these studs here are going to be where this little bench goes. Oh, that's sweet. That's very sweet. Little bench. Oh, this is exciting. This is where we're going to put the arch, and then this mystery will become clear, I'm sure. So I'm trying to think, what in the world is that being used for? Okay, so it looks like we are doing this first. That's another thing, is that sometimes these aren't as intuitive as you would imagine. Okay, so 4 of the 1x2 plates on the edges. Well, I think, Cornado, since you're going to get this, I'm guessing you're going to convert this over to a Mills plate so it'll fit into your city. So you'll have to tell me how that goes, because I'm enjoying this, but I'm also thinking if I want to convert this to a Mills, I'm going to have to tear up this whole um, pond. I feel bad. I feel bad about having to tear that all up. Let's see. Okay, so we're putting a brown plate underneath. Okay. Why? Not sure. Hopefully that'll become clear later. That's kind of weird. Oh, do tell. There's an app on Apple for it for making mosaics. Okay, I missed something in the chat here. Let's see. Skip some days. You can skip some days. Okay. And are you using a program? Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you can put the name of that app in the chat, I'll definitely check that out, because I am definitely mosaic challenged. The only real mosaic I ever did was the Super Sewer Baby Museum. You know, the little this I set aside. We're doing another sub build. Yeah, I did that face, which honestly I thought was kind of goofy. I wasn't that proud of it, but I submitted it for the challenge. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just something I need to practice. I think that's it. Maybe it's like a what did you call it? Was it you or Debo? Somebody said I gaslight myself. You know? So I don't really think of it as gaslighting. I think I'm just being realistic with my skill set. Okay, so oops, I'm supposed to add a plate. I think one more plate. Yeah. Okay, one more plate that goes here. Right? Or does it go on the bottom? Yeah, you turn it over. Let me just double check this for a moment. No, actually, I just leave it as the one. Yeah, because I need that for the other one. Okay, so this is where, okay, I think I see what's happening. Okay, so that goes there, and then these line up like that. Oh, okay, that's smart. And look, you have a step on the bridge. Okay, that's cool. You bought the blister pack of Emmett and the village lady and 2 sewer babies. That's great. That's a great blister pack, and it's like half off too. So I'm glad you still got it, because I know that they were running low on those for a while. Let's see. Okay, why am I missing some parts? Okay, here they are. I was gonna say, wait a minute. I know that I did this earlier. Let's see. Here we go. Do this again. Yeah, that blister pack. I think I may have told you that I'm looking at taking Apocalypseburg and trying to figure out how to build a sewer system underneath it, because that would make the most sense, right? That the sewer babies' headquarters are underneath Apocalypseburg. So I'm rewriting my Super Sewer Baby story for that. Okay, look at that. That is cool. So that's how we make that little bridge. Okay, I'm definitely going to use this technique before. Yeah, 650. I know, 650 for that. You get 2 sewer babies, 2 minifigs, and a couple of parts. So yeah, it's a good deal. Okay, I guess they just want me to set that aside for now. Okay, we'll set that aside. And I'm going to work on 2 of these. Okay. Looks like... Yeah, I think, I don't know. I personally think people missed the boat when it came to really appreciating some of those minifigs. And I've been looking at the minifigs in that set, and the Batman is amazing. The Batman has those rubber tires for shoulder pads. It's very, very cool. So I'm really glad I was able to get the set. And that's a set I think I'm going to leave intact. Okay, so what am I missing here? I need brackets. Okay. All right, so the bracket looks like it goes here. Yeah, I think the more I work with Lego, the more I appreciate just the variety. And you'll meet people who are really big into one type of theme or another. And, you know, for me, I'm one of the few women who's big into pirates, right? So I hang out with a lot of the pirate people. But when you think about, you know, there's so many different, there's castle, there's space, and there's a variety of different space, right? There's the space of Star Wars, and then there's classic space. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can enjoy this hobby. And now they're expanding into mosaics, you know, with the Marilyn Monroe and the Beatles and the Sith. I mean, all of the different mosaics that they're putting out there, the dots bracelets now too. Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about all the things that you can do with this art supply. We're calling it now an art supply that we're working on this. Quarter of a taxi. Yeah. I know it's kind of a weird build that the rest of the parts that they put in that pack. I'm not sure, you know, what it's supposed to be, but definitely they skimped a little bit. Okay, so we have one of these 1x2 curved pieces on either side. And oh, okay. All right, so now this, okay. I guess this sits on this like that. Oh, okay. That is looking really nice. I don't know if you can see that. I'll hold it up to the camera a little bit. You sent me the app info on Instagram. Okay, cool. Thank you. Well, you know, if that will certainly help me because I am, like I said, mosaics are not something that I do a lot of. So any kind of help I can get would be greatly appreciated. And I don't have a lot of Simpsons figs though, so I'll warn you that I guess I'd have to look at what I have in my supply to actually do a mosaic. But, you know, I'm not one to turn away on a trial. Let's try something out, you know, at least once. Like I said, I can't say I'll be doing it every day. 14 days of mosaics. That's a lot. Here we go. Yeah, this is neat. This is really neat what they did here. And I'm starting to appreciate these headlight bricks too. Just all the subtlety that they put in here. Oops. So there you go. And this will go onto the other side like that. This nice little arched bridge. That is beautiful. I think he sent it to me, GOW Grasshopper. What's the name of the app? Yeah. Yeah, you could just put the name in the chat. Okay, so we're going to put some slopes now. So to kind of even out this curve. Oh, that's nice. So we do this. Oops. So GOW Grasshopper and Cornado. Both of you have seen me on Twitch and on YouTube. Is there a particular platform you think you like better than the other? Because I don't know. I'm going to do both for a while, but I think I might be migrating over to YouTube more long term, but I'm still kind of on the fence right now because I'm still new. I'm still a new streamer. Let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, cool. Okay, so now we're taking these guys. Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun. I really jumped the gun. Okay, so I put the slopes in, and then we have more of these downward brackets we're putting down. Yeah, this is a really nice bridge technique. I will definitely remember how to do this for the future. Because now we're using these 1x3 curves. These are the ones, so for those of you who watched the Tricky Bricks show, this is the stapler. This is the essence of the stapler, this with a 1x3 underneath it. So that was my build. Super simple. Okay, so there we go. It's free. So it's an Apple one. So will it work on a MacBook Pro, or do you have to have an iPhone? Twitch is a little extra. What do you mean, Cornado? It's extra. No preference. Okay. Same. You're free. You're trying to learn new things. Yeah. I think so too. I think we're all trying to learn new things. Okay, so that's the bridge. That is essentially what the bridge looks like. I think we're going to finish it though. Oh, look at that. We finished the sides with these arch pieces. And look at that. Wow. Wow, that is so beautiful. The way they finish it. Oh, nice. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm super impressed with this. Okay, let me do the same thing on the other side. Very, very cool. Yeah, you're gonna like this, Cornado. Since you already have it like on back order. And then we have these voodoo balls, which I think is hilarious for a name for a part, but that's what those are. Voodoo dolls. Or sorry, voodoo balls, not voodoo dolls. It's like you're thinking, okay, they're in a product meeting and they're thinking, okay, what are we going to call this element? I got it. Let's call them voodoo balls. All right, why is this one not sitting properly? It's like this is too far over. Ah, I see the problem. Okay, let's try that. Oh, no, it's like it's the rounded head is like hitting up against. Okay. It's like we need to give it more space. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that's better, but it's still not sitting as well as it is on this side. I wonder if, huh. Okay, so one little gotcha there. Yeah, see, that one still doesn't fit properly. I wonder if this is a deformed one. No, it doesn't look bad. All right, let's see if we can make a little space. I'm not sure why. It's not seating. All right, what's going on here? Let me try something here. Let's see. Oops. I lost another ball. My voodoo balls. Yeah, it's a little janky kind of connection. So let's see. I wonder if I put the ball in first and then put this in, if this will be better. Yeah, you can tell it's like a millimeter too much. And now everything's like falling apart. Why is it just this one side? I don't get it. It might be maybe one of the pieces is too long. Okay, well, we will make do. What we'll do is we will just set those in as well as we can, but that's a little, for those of you who are going to build this, if you have the same problem, you'll know why. Is that I think the tolerance is just a little too tight, because this, yeah, this one, it's not seating properly in here. I mean, that's about as close as I'm going to get. And I'm going to be very gingerly place that down. So for now, you like all the bits and whatnot on Twitch? Oh, okay. So, extra, like you mean the people in chat? I think, well, let's see, greebling with the bridge. Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's like greebling. Well, I think the thing about Twitch is that it's more like a video game, right? That you spend a bunch of bits or you spend some points, and then you get the streamer to do something, like to stretch or to, you know, drink some water or do whatever. And then the rating part is cool because then you get to meet new communities that way. But in a way, it's also it's a little distracting sometimes when you're having to raid people and do all that instead of just concentrating on what you're building. So that's the one thing that I'm still struggling with right now. Okay, so what do I need to just set this down? Or do I need, yeah, it looks like it's supposed to fit right on these two discs. So let's see if, oh, I know why. Because we put those round plates down. Okay, so let's see if that fits. I feel it. I feel it. Yes. Wow. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see if I can hold this sideways for you so you can see a little bit about what we've been doing. All right, so you can see that we worked on this railing here. We put this little bench in, and then we worked on this bridge, and we also worked on this little pathway too, this little stone-like path. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, loving it, really loving it. GOW Grasshopper, you know you have 100 followers on Instagram, or you now have 100 followers. Oh, cool. So are you the 100th follower? That's cool. Okay, now I'm wondering, these are exposed. I don't know if I'm supposed to cover those or no, they're exposed. Okay. Because it seems like this seems like an awful lot of extra bits to have left over. So that's why I'm curious. And I think I know that I think these 4 gray ones are supposed to go on the side of the bridge. No, maybe not. Okay, what were the gray? Let me just make sure I didn't miss something. Oh, okay. Now I know why these balls didn't sit properly. It's because you're supposed to put these 1 by 1 studs there. Okay, that makes me feel better because those were not sitting properly there. Okay. Yes, much, much better. Okay. Life is good. Life is good now. And that makes more sense because now I'm only left with a few pieces there. Okay. All right, so now we are on to bag number 6. So that took about an hour to do that. So like I said, I'm going to try to get through 4 bags just like I did last time because that took about 3 hours to do that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, looks like we got a lot of foliage. And yeah, this is foliage and I'm going to try to put this up here so you can see it more. And it looks like we have one of these strings, which is really cool. I'm going to set that down there. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of decoration, so I don't think this bag will take very long. I don't think bag 6 will take long at all. Yeah, I think it's interesting too that I think what Lego does sometimes is they pace the builder, especially when I was working on the haunted house. That was a set where when you went through bag number 13, if you remember when I was streaming that, and bag number 13, it was like all the roofs and it was so painful to get through. And then it turned out that when we got to bag 14, it was like, okay, we'll give you a breather. You take a break. Let's see what I'm looking for now. It looks like there's a red translucent piece. Okay, I think I have enough room. I could put these out here because we get another scarf. So the scarf piece you might remember from the Dickens set, the Charles Dickens. So they have one in here too. So it looks like it's a wintry day in the garden. Okay, and then we have, so we have another minifig. This set comes with a lot of minifigs too. It's like 8 minifigs in here. And this guy has kind of like this punk hairdo with this little lift up here. So he's styling in his scarf. Okay, let's see. We have got one of these. I'm looking for this red translucent piece, so it must be in the 3rd bag. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, let me dump this out and then I'll show you more closely. This is super cool. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see this very well, but this is a red translucent piece with some gold etching on it. And I'm not sure exactly what it is as far as the etching. Oh, it's an ox. It's an ox. So it's got a gold ox on this translucent red piece. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to start thinking I might need to get a bunch of these. This is just so cool. Okay, let's see. All right, so this is gonna be like a handheld lantern. Wow. See, it's always nice when you see nice little surprises like that. I don't remember reading about the lanterns having an ox print on them. That is so nice. And look at that. Wow. Awesome. Okay. So this little guy is going to be holding this lantern thing. So there you go. Cool. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to be making some, looks like some lotus flowers on lily pads or something. Like I said, I don't expect this to take too much time. It should go fairly quickly, I think. Let's see. Well, if I can find all the pieces. I'm making 3 of these, so I can kind of do these at the same time. Make it like an assembly line, I guess. I'm looking for this like yellow piece. I guess it might be, no, it doesn't look, there's this red one, but I think they want it, I think it's orange. I think it's this one. I think it's this little pod thing. Yeah. doesn't really look like the photo, but I'm gonna roll with it. So, oh, that's cute. That is so cute. Okay. Oh, okay. So remember these little leaves that were poking up from the water. These are going to sit down on there. Okay, so one of them looks like it goes here. And I don't know, am I looking at this right? Yeah, those are where the two are. Okay. All right. I'm guessing that's correct. And this must be, no, no. Ah, this one right there. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm looking at this right. Yeah, right there. All right. So you get like these little egg looking things. And then we have two of the lily pads. Okay, one's going here. Okay, I guess to kind of cover that up. And I'm guessing this one over here. Okay. All right, now little sprouts. Oh, very cute. Got these little 3-leaf sprouts. Oops. All right. These are adorable. Really, really cute. I'm assuming that's what they wanted. It's hard to tell from the photo, but. And then it looks like we're putting in, I don't know, maybe these are supposed to be like a little path. Okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. All right, so those go down there, and then there's one soul one over here. And this one looks like they want it over the edge for some reason. Like, gotta cover this up. All right, why do I always have an issue with these rounded ones? All right, I thought I had it centered. All right, I think usually if I look on the side, I can square it up easier. Okay, that's there, but they said they want it over the edge. All right, I'm confused. That is what fits, but they said they want it like over one. There we go. Okay, that's I think what they want. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? There should be a sixth one. Ah, over here. Yep. Okay, 6, 1. There we go. Yeah. Ooh, we have some new bamboo. So these are those candlesticks. So we're putting these together like that. And one of these cones. Oh, okay, clearly not one of these. It is one of these cones. Like that. And this little tiny, it looks like a mixel joint, just the ball. All right. It does seem kind of odd that I thought it would go in farther, but no. All right. And the rod. I don't know, this just seems, I guess it's a black rod. I don't see any other colored rods. I mean, to see if there's, sometimes they have a measuring thing to go with the rod. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for the plain rod. Oops, wait a minute. See, we have plain ones like that, and we have the ones with the poles. I'm guessing it's one of these plain ones. I'll put that in there. Okay. All right, that's... Now this is the bamboo I'm used to seeing, these bamboo leaves. But now they're mixing it with a lily pad. And so I must have picked the right rod because they end it with a cone. Okay. And another one upside down. And two spiky leaves. All right. So one of these goes in here. I guess they just nest on top of each other. Okay, that's kind of a funky bamboo pole, but that's what they got. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought it branched out. Okay, so now, oh, I see. Looks like they're building off of these spikes here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let me set that down because we have a sub build going on. And with this little sprout. All right, and I'm guessing it's the bottom one, so. I don't know, that doesn't seem right. Maybe I need to lift that up a little bit. Okay. I'm guessing that's what they're looking at. Yeah, it's pretty secure. It looks a little funky, but that's what it says. I just want to make sure, maybe am I using the right piece? Because we have these and we have these. I think it's, yeah, it looks like the green one with the leaves. So I'll just keep doing that. All right. I like how it's skinnier and more minifig scale. You mean the bamboo? Yeah. Yeah, the bamboo is a nice touch. It's definitely different, but it's starting to grow on me. I'll admit it's not probably a style I would have thought of, but it's now growing on me. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we have this little bamboo kind of branch thing going on. All right, now that this is done, so these two little poles is where these guys go. which is nice because there's, you can move this around a little bit. It's like dancing bamboo. This is what I mean by being somewhat insane. You can talk to yourself and goof around with that. Yeah, I think, I wonder if, I guess we're going to build another one. Yeah, this one's a little different. This one has 3 of these little candlesticks. Yeah, somebody had asked me how hard is it to stream, and I said, if you talk to yourself all the time, it actually is quite easy. You don't have to. You don't have to worry about being thought of being insane because you're already talking to yourself. I don't know. I say that tongue in cheek, but I know for some people they get petrified when they go on camera doing anything. So I don't want to belittle that. If you are fearful of public speaking, this may not be the thing for you to do, but like I said, I talk to myself all the time. So at least now it doesn't look like I'm insane because I'm talking to people who are watching. So yeah, because people ask me, why do you stream? It's like, well, I'm going to be building these anyway, and in this pandemic, you might as well have some company while you're doing it, because I think we all need some fellowship as we go through this. At least that's what I'm saying. I could tell people I'm just insane and I just like talking to myself. Somehow that doesn't sound as appealing. I think. Though I think all of us have a little bit of insanity within all of us, which isn't a bad thing. I think, especially right now, dealing with what everybody in the world is dealing with right now, it's a little bit of insanity is good. Okay, let's see. It looks like we're doing the same kind of thing. 3 builds with this little green thing and the bamboo. Yeah, like I said, we're flying through this set of embellishments. All right, so I'm gonna put these down here because they're all the same. It's almost as if you need a skinnier Apollo stud to go with it. An Apollo stud. I'm not sure what an Apollo stud is. You'll have to explain to me what is an Apollo stud. Sorry, I don't know that term. Let's see. Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting cultural study in 20 years to see how we all faced this pandemic and what were some of the things we did to cope. And I think many people will probably see this maybe as a Lego renaissance that, all of us hobbyists, we've been doing this for years. And then all of a sudden, everybody's in this quarantine, so they start picking up the hobby again, which would be awesome to see more people embrace this and not just see it as a toy, but see it as an art form. Oh, that's nice. So we have another one. Okay, so this will go here. And I'm going to angle this a little bit so hopefully it doesn't block it too much. There we go. That is nice. That's really tall too. 1 by 1 with a hole. It's almost as if you need a skinnier Apollo. Oh, okay. An Apollo stud is a 1 by 1 with a hole. Okay, see, I learned something new. Now I will sound actually official when I start saying, do you have an Apollo stud to go with that? And then people will say, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Which is funny. Okay. Why is this Why is this sprout not fitting in? Am I doing something wrong? Let me just double check. The sprout should fit. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. I was wondering. It's like, wait a minute. It says it should fit. There we go. I think sometimes some of these molds don't clean properly, so that sometimes you do have to like this one. I just felt that I had to snap it in, so there was like a piece of plastic blocking it. So there we go. Okay, more bamboo. This one's a little different. This one's shorter. We have this stud there. The green rod. You know, it's funny too, is that now that people know I'm in the hobby, they share with me when they get Lego products. So a friend of mine told me her friend gave her the Charles Dickens set as a gift because she's big into Charles Dickens and she loves the Christmas Carol. And then another friend of mine, she told me that she bought her husband the Apollo 5, the lunar landing, rather. Not the that's the Saturn 5 and then the Apollo lunar landing. So she got him the Apollo lunar landing, and so it's kind of cool that, you know, they can share that with me because they know I'm big into the hobby, and we'll talk about it. So that's been nice. I think when people know what you're into, then, you know, they can appreciate that more. Okay, so okay, I see. That's what that's for. Okay. So it looks like we're building a bunch of bamboo, and that's what all of these 2x2 jumpers are for. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So going back to news, Lego news, another thing that has been interesting, I don't know if you've heard about video, that there's some sort of app that they are launching with, I think it's Columbia Arts, maybe, or Columbia Music. And the app will be paired with different tiles, and the tiles will help to create a song, which I think is intriguing because I think it's similar to what they're doing with the sounds that they're putting into the powered up motors, so that when you power up the haunted house, for example, that haunted house has that sound. And I'm hesitating right now because I was expecting another dark one of these, but I don't have the dark. Oh, there it is. Okay. Trust in the brick. So there it is. It was hiding right in plain sight. Okay, so this one goes over here. Yeah, so going back to the video app, is that they're expecting a couple different new minifigs also to go with this video app. One of them is a llama with roller skates. So I think, oh, a llama with roller skates and sunglasses, which I think is hilarious. Universal. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, Universal Music. You honestly just say it sounds cool. Oh, okay. You're talking about Apollo Stud? Yeah, Apollo Stud does sound cool. Yeah, I think that this whole video app, I'm a little leery because so far, I mean, sorry, Lego, but your expertise is in games, not in apps. So far, the apps that you've put out there, for example, the Hidden Side Ghost app and some of those things, they haven't been all that great. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to be overly critical, but it's not your expertise. And I think too, even the app for the powered up motors has not been that great. So I'm not sure how well the video app is going to do. I think it's cool the way they spelled it. I think it's a cool spelling. So I think they took advantage of the phonetics. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about whether I should get excited about it or not. Like I said, they're not well known for doing good app development. Even their hidden side, which was supposed to be kind of like the augmented reality and ghost hunting, where you map things to your models, and I used it a couple times, but honestly, it wasn't that interesting. Hunting ghosts, I didn't find it that appealing. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it is something the kids would like to do, but they're just not really that great as far as developers when it comes to software. I mean, what they probably should do is partner with somebody like a Nintendo. I mean, they're already partnering with them for the Mario sets. Why don't you partner with them to have them do your app development? You know, there's a thought. Maybe you shouldn't be in the app development business. Okay, why am I missing? I'm missing or maybe I was supposed to put the green one over there. Okay, let me go back a little bit because I have this green one and that one is the other color. Okay, so let me step back a few steps. No, it says it's that lighter color. Okay, well, I don't see a lighter color one. I will just use this darker one for now. I don't really know if it really matters, but I will use this. I mean, unless I see, let me just make sure there isn't one hiding. Nope. All right. I think it adds a little color, so I'm not going to worry about it. And let's see, where does this go? Okay, so these are supposed to go right next to it. I'm going to put this one on the edge because in case I do find that other yellow one, I can replace it pretty easily. Let's see. All right, they want this kind of facing this way. Yeah, I'm not sure where that other lily pad is because these are all the dark green. And then we have these. Oh, I see. I think I see where it is. I think this is the one. Yeah, I think this is the one that's supposed to be green. Let's swap that out. I have a hunch that's correct. Yeah, that I just have a gut feeling that's what it was. I will go back and check. And that goes there. Okay. Let's see, we're on page 126. That was early on. Yeah, that was it. So that reminds me of when I was working on the haunted house. Yeah, I was working on the haunted house, and that I put in, I think, a 3x3 plate that was supposed to be I guess brown, and I put a black one in place, and then by the time I had to build the roof and it was all black roofs, I was down to a 3x3 missing plate. I was like, wait a minute. And that's because I was using it where the brown one was instead. So just goes to show you. Sounds like video no. Yes, video no. Vidi no. Vidi no. Yeah, I agree. I think it is going to be Vidi no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you've worked with some of their other apps, but honestly, I can't think of one app that Lego has developed that has like knocked it out of the park. I mean, and the only one that maybe potentially could be a good one from what I've heard is the piano. Is the piano, from what I understand, they did a really good job in you know, putting all of the music and the sounds in it, but that's about it. That's from what I've heard. Okay, let's see. Plain black. So now we're building, it looks like these lamp posts with these really long bars. So if you're looking for bars and you're looking for frying pans, this is the place for you. Okay, and then we're going to build some more of these Year of the Ox. This is really nice. Ooh, look, Apollo stud. See, you taught me something, Cornado, and now it's like, I'm so excited. I have a new term I can use. It's an Apollo stud. Now, where did you learn that from? Is that actually listed somewhere? Because I don't want to embarrass myself sometime. If I'm in a call and I said, yeah, can you pass me an Apollo stud? And they're looking at me like, what in the world are you talking about? Okay, where are these going? Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. So these are going here. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. I will say that I am really stoked about this. This also looks like something that would be really cool as a lighted set if they ever light this. So yeah, I'm really, really stoked about this. This is really, really nice. And just the level of detail. I mean, that print alone is really nice on these lighted ones. I wonder if they made any other ones. But this would be awesome if they were all lit up for like a pirate ship or something. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see what's next. More lamps. Looks like we're putting in some really mega tall lamps. Mega tall. So let's see. Okay. All right, why is this any different? It looks like the same. Oh, it's a little different because this one has the pole on the bottom. And they want this one on this side, I think over here. Or is it on the clip? Nope, it's on the clip. All right. I'm gonna move this little bamboo a little. Okay, move that over. All right, so that's what that little clip is for. Remember when we built the base and I said it's unusual to see a clip facing the inside? That's what it was for. Okay, so now, where's the plain? There it is. Now we're taking the plain one and building up on this again. Okay, now where's this going? I guess this is going to go in this little palisade, or this hole right there. Okay. And what about this other one? Nope, that's there. Okay, so we got those two. This one's a bit lower than this one, which I guess is okay. Yeah, that's what it says. Okay. Oh, all right, this is going to be fun. So this, they're using this to put a bunch of lanterns on. And then this will connect here. So I am going to go ahead and it's very similar to what I was doing already with these, except we're interspersing them with the red palisades. Yeah, so we have red palisades. Jamie Beard colored the coined the phrase. Okay, well that's good. And how did you find out about that? Did you read that somewhere? You must have read that somewhere. Well, if it's good enough for Jamie Beard, it's good enough for us. Yeah, this is cool. So you see what they're doing is they have 4 of these and then 3 of the middle ones and then 2 of the lanterns. So we have also these pumpkin heads, or should I say red pumpkins? They're not really heads. They're red pumpkins. And then we have tassels. So the tassels go there. And then some more this. Wow. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, the ox, which is what we've been doing all along. That's fun. So it's just a nice little pattern that they're putting in. And as I mentioned, I'm half Chinese, so this also in some ways gives me a sense of pride too, just culturally, just being a part of that. I have a lot of cousins in San Francisco, in that area, and we used to go to Chinatown all the time for, like every Sunday we'd go for dim sum, and the families would get together and hang out. And Chinese New Year was always fun too, because we'd light off fireworks and play. I didn't play mahjong, but a lot of the parents played mahjong. In fact, I don't even think I know how to play correctly mahjong with 4 people. I can play mahjong solitaire just because I've done that on the computer, but I haven't really played mahjong with a group of people. But see, that wasn't really my thing. My thing was chess. And I think I mentioned that on the previous stream, that my dad's Army or Air Force buddy taught me how to play chess. Which reminds me, I do need to break out that chess set I told you about that he made for me out of airplane parts. You know, it's sentimental to me, but I'm sure somebody looking at it would be like, "What is this? You know, why does she have this?" And I think it goes back to also finding a place for it. Yeah. This is looking really nice. You can see the string of lights coming together. Yeah, I think that it's interesting. The more I learn about my culture and other cultures, that it's just a lot to appreciate for so many different people. And it's funny, you know, I often joke about how people like to adopt the Japanese culture all the time because there's just a lot of cool things. They've got samurais, they've got ninjas, they got anime, I mean, geishas. I mean, the culture, the Japanese culture just has a lot of really cool things. And I think more and more people are, I guess, starting to embrace that. Because at one point, as you know, the U.S. did not really get along with Asia very much, the Chinese or the Japanese, due to the wars and what have you. But let's hope that that is behind us. Let's not face another, controversy. I feel bad for the Japanese though with regard to the Olympics, because they were supposed to have the Olympics last year, and because of COVID had to cancel it, and they were going to have it this year, but I think they're going to have to postpone it again. And some of them say that the Olympics is a curse, that every time Japan has hosted, something has happened. And I can't remember what the reference was the first time. Maybe somebody can look that up and put it in the chat. What was it that happened the last time the Japanese hosted the Olympics? Something happened. And that's why they're saying, that now with COVID, it's like they're cursed. Okay. So this is the string of lights, which is super cool. I'll hold that for the camera while I look up something here. Okay, so they want this between the 2 poles. Okay, now the thing is, this drawing makes it look like they're about equal in height, but it's definitely not. This one's lower. I guess, yeah, they told me to make it smaller, so. Okay, so we will connect these. And straighten them up a little bit. Very cute. It's a very nice little decoration. But the drawing is a little deceiving as far as it looks like it's supposed to be the same height. But here, let me lift this up. You can take a look. You can see this is beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I'm really glad I got this. I'm gonna have to do something for Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, by the way, is on February the 12th, which is, by the way, a Thursday. I think this year. Let me double check. It's either a Wednesday or a Thursday, which is the day I'm streaming. So let me just check on that real quick before I speak too soon, because I know that I would hate to say, let's do this on, in fact, let me just check my calendar too real quick. Let me see, what am I doing on Thursday the 12th? February 12th. Because, let's see. February 12th. I take that back. February 12th is a Friday, which I usually don't stream on Fridays. In fact, Friday, yeah, I don't. Okay, so I think maybe I might have to do a special stream on that day. Okay, so Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and then Sunday the 14th is Valentine's Day. Your birthday is Saturday? Oh, that's cool. So Friday or February 13th is your birthday. Oh, well, great. 40 years later, many countries, including the US, China, and Japan, boycotted the Moscow Olympics in protest. Okay, that's the Moscow Olympics. Japan had planned to host the summer and winter in the 1940s. Second World War. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's what they're talking about, the curse, that every time that they are going to host, that something would happen. Wow. Wood west side is the best side. West side. Okay. I'm not sure what you're talking about, GOW Grasshopper. The west side? They got wifus. Okay. All right. So anyway, so thank you for looking up the Japan curse. That was interesting. Yeah. I remember hearing about that when they had to cancel the one for 2020 because of the epidemic. That's so sad. I mean, there's so much of our lives that have changed because of this. All right, so let's see what else we got. We have frying pans. Frying pans going on top here. Okay, which probably means we're going to have another lantern or something going to be attached to that, is my guess. Okay. Oh, printed tiles. Oh, wow, look at that. That is beautiful. We got some printed tiles going on. Okay. All right, so what this is doing, make sure I put these the right way. Okay, I think this is correct. I wish I could speak Chinese or at least read Chinese. So these are little flags that are going to be on this. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put them the same direction. That way, if they're upside down, they're both upside down. So we're putting these in. And see if I can. I guess I don't know if I'm showing the camera or not. I should watch my framing to make sure. You're Korean. Oh, okay. Korean New Year's is February as well, and you think it's you share the same date. Okay, that's neat. So are you based in Korea, GOW Grasshopper? Or are you just are you Korean descent and you're living in another country? Kind of like me. I'm Japanese and Chinese and apparently part Polynesian somewhere. That's why I was adopted by the Maoris. Okay, so we are doing now another one of those rod things. And this time we're putting in a paint roller. These paint rollers are always fun. And then I think we're making 3 of these. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of these. Paint rollers. Oops. All right. So paint rollers, and then we have, oh, this is interesting. We're putting wrenches. We're putting wrenches on the bottom this time. Oops, before I do. Apollo stud. See, I learned fast. We got the Apollo stud, then a wrench. And then, oops, I think I put that wrench in a little too far. Okay, then we have a little stud on, or this little clip on top. Okay. All right. So this is what we're building. And then clearly this is going to attach to something. So that'll be interesting to see what that attaches to. Your dad was Air Force and brought your mom over to the USA? And you're in California? Yeah, that sounds like my story. My dad was in the US Air Force too, and he met my mom in Japan and brought her back over to the US. So yeah, that's interesting. You and I have a similar background. And that's part of the reason why I'm a big supporter of the military, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the military. Yeah, my dad was US Air Force as well. Stationed in many places, including Travis Air Force Base in Sacramento. So that is one of the places. He was also in Shreveport. That's where he did his basic training, Shreveport, Louisiana. Barksdale Air Force Base. Yeah. He spent some time in Newfoundland, at St. John's, Newfoundland, the radar station. So there we go. That's a cool little lamp. That's all our stories. If we are half-breeds, it's probably why military brought the wives over here. Possibly. So you say you're a half-breed, so you're half Korean and half something else? Let's see, what are we doing here? Oh, those clips. Okay, so the clips that we had put in. Ah, look at that. Okay, so these clips are for these lamps that are going to face the outside. Oh, very, very cool. I'm really, really digging this. I'm really enjoying this set. So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying this too, so that you're going to get this set later, Cornado. So that's awesome. Wow, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the flags are coming now. And this is what I mentioned in the set is that the flags are inside they're right here. They're inside the manual. So I hadn't cracked open the manual yet. So now is the time, because we need to get to those little flags. Korean, Irish, and German. Oh, wow. Do you speak any of those languages? I can speak a little bit of German. Not well, but I can. Okay, so it looks like we are taking this first one. I do like when they make the flags like this because they're usually double-sided. Nope, this one is not double-sided. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so we are going to take one of these and one of these. Make sure I get the right one. Alright, so I'm not sure why there's two here, but they want two here, and this will connect to that wrench at the bottom. I'm assuming that's what this is for. There we go. So I want it hanging, I guess. So it's kind of loose. I'll move it into frame so you can see it a little bit better. Nope, you don't speak their languages. Yeah, I speak a little Japanese, not a lot. But I speak a little bit of German. Mostly just, you know, hi, how are you? That kind of thing. Okay, so I guess each of these has, I wish I knew Chinese because then I could appreciate more what these are saying. That might be in the manual. It might be something to look for in the manual. Okay, so we're doing this for all three of these. Oops. I heard the clip, but okay, why is it not clipping? There we go. Okay. Wow, I do like this technique. I'm gonna have to remember this too. Okay, we got one more, and I'll turn it for the camera because it's very, very nicely done. And this one is the third one. I hope they do explain it in the manual. That would be nice. Okay. So I will turn this for the camera so you can see it. It's pretty dope, yo. This is the Brickanista Broadcast Network. And that's what we say here. In fact, when I get my website up, I probably should put a section that says dope yo on it. And then anything that I think is cool will go into the dope yo section. So here, I wanted to share this with you. See if you can see that, is that these flags are now on the bottom of these little red pumpkins. And the contrast between that and the white fence is just beautiful. So it's really coming along nicely. You understand a little Korean and Japanese, but can't speak it in Korean because your mom used to talk to you in Korean. Well, that's cool. When she was mad. She was mad a lot in Japanese from watching anime as a kid. You love those flags? I know. They are so, so cool. All right. So anyway, so this is really, really such a nice set. Okay, so that took about an hour. So we're tracking at roughly an hour a bag. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but it was just, I think, all that attention to detail. Yeah, and we have these left over as far as parts, which is about right. A couple sprouts, those little egg pieces. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break just so I need to stretch for a little bit, but I will be right back. So I'm just going to put on, let's go back to here. Yeah, let me put my break, my be right back sign up. Okay. We'll see you in a bit. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. back. So yeah, to answer your question, GOW Grasshopper, that yes, this panda over here is the Brickheads Chinese New Year, and that's also sold out too. It's out of stock. So when I went online, I bought, this, the panda, and I also bought at the time the Duplo panda train, since we're talking about pandas. So here are the other two pandas that come with the Brickhead set. So they are adorable. They're very, very cute. And the other thing that I just noticed that was out of frame. Here, let me show you this panda head again. So there's the panda from the Brickhead set, and that along with these two, I think it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $20 and you get 3 pandas, which is super cool. And I'm getting ready to probably put some sort of challenge out for March 16th. Put it on your calendars. March 16th is National Panda Day. And of course, we're going to have to do something to celebrate for National Panda Day. Okay, so now we are going to plow through bag number 7. And what happened to my music? My music was dying here. You want the babies? Yeah. Yeah, the babies are adorable. And as you know, with Brickheads, the Brickheads, what they do is they put a pink 2x2 for the brain, right? For a regular Brickhead. Well, they use a 1x1 pink little brick for the brain for the little ones. It's super cute. And I actually, when I did one of my builds on YouTube, I was focusing on the Chinese New Year set. So I did do, if you go back into my streams, you'll see the one where I actually built the pandas. I think it only took like an hour and a half to build all 3. It wasn't that long. So it was pretty quick little build. Okay, so I'm going to, this is nice. We have a nice lavender leaf that's in this set. That's kind of jumps out. We have some more of these little lanterns. So we're going to have that. Ooh, I love these little fence pieces. That is cool. And we have a lamppost coming in. I'm going to just go proactively do that because you know that that's probably going to go onto the lamppost. And we also have, as I mentioned, more of these. So some cute pieces going on. And then it looks like some more color. So it's nice that they're adding some pink in here. A little bit of pink and lavender and that light green. So that's all in here. Like I said, I like to keep my smaller pieces kind of together. Tiny brain, yes. Little brain. Let's see. All right, so we got, yeah, some more of the standard. These are kind of cool. These little rounded black dots. You saw those a lot with the animals. Okay, so let's see what we got for this. Let's see what is Lego going to have us do. Just looking at the overview, it looks like we're going to be making an arch, I think, over here, like a big archway that's going to go on this side. So I have a feeling they're going to have me rotate this a little bit. Yep, we're going to do a rotation. Let's rotate this guy. Just lift it up and turn it. And the other thing about this set, just, when you get ready to build it, is that what's nice about it too is that every angle you get a whole new appreciation for it. Because just looking at it this way, you get a nice view of the bridge, and it really makes you think about what a peaceful, lighted garden might look like. So they did a good job, definitely. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. We are putting together, oops. I think these downward brackets are turning out to be some of my favorite pieces. Oops, here they are. Yeah. Because as you know, I used these brackets for my waterfall, for my my mock that I had submitted for Tricky Bricks. And that was really cool, that illusion of it looked like a curved brick. But it wasn't. It's all an illusion. Let's see. All right, what am I missing here? Okay. Looks like they want one of these rounded ones over here. Let me move this dude. Sorry, dude. Move you for a moment. Okay. That's going to go there. And this is going to go here. I was hesitating on this because it's stepped down, but I guess once they tile this over, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Looking like we're working on an archway. Alright, so we got a lot of 1x3s, but I'm looking for a 1x4. Where's my 1x4? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, I love these little arches. Anything that brings curves in to a set, definitely enjoyable. Okay. And black. Now this is something that I try to do is, you see how this brick is kind of poking out? So if you flatten it out so it's a little bit more square, then it looks a lot better. I try to do that. Okay, these rounded, okay, I think they're going this way. Yeah. There we go. So that's a nice little feature. And where is that gonna go? Oh, it's going on this side over here. Okay. So it's going way over here near the bowl. Okay. I can roll with that. All right, now we're gonna start building these out on this edge. Let's see. Jumpers. Jumpers, jumpers, jumpers. You grabbed a bunch of the dark green downward brackets from the pick-a-brick wall? Yeah, dark green would be great. That's something that, you know, planning out projects, when you see something you know you're probably going to use someday. And I was talking about those scroll pieces earlier that were over here. I had a bunch of those gold ones, and I ended up using them in a mock for my mythology challenge that Tricky Bricks did, and oh my gosh, they looked so amazing on top of the columns. Yeah, that was nice. Okay, so it looks like we're building up two sides of the wall here. Okay. It's interesting that they broke out the jumpers into two different bags. It's like, why would you do that? Unless, am I doing this wrong? I'm doing this wrong. I was going to say, why would they do it this way? That's because Brickanista did it the wrong way. It's like, I was wondering why these were curving so much. All right. All right. Stop yakking and concentrate. So we're putting a 1x4 here, and then we're putting two jumpers. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. I will get used to it eventually. I think that's the problem, is that I make assumptions instead of actually reading the instructions. Maybe if you actually read the instructions, then things would become clearer. All right, there we go. Okay, and that's why we have that fifth jumper, is the fifth jumper goes here. And we got these arch pieces. I'm so enjoying this. This is so nice. Wow. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so now we're building up this wall a bit. Now here's a new piece. I haven't seen that before. This is a 2x4 with 2 jumpers in there. So that's a cool piece. GOW, Gears of War. Who knows? Like I said, this piece is a game changer. I haven't seen that before. I don't know, maybe it's a game changer for me because I haven't built like that. It may have been around for a while, but for me it's a game changer. Okay, 2 studs. And all right, so let's see. I'm looking for these downward brackets, 1x1 downward bracket. Aha. Yep. Okay. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, we're just building up this wall. Starting to come together. Glints of War. It's a clan on the Xbox for Destiny and Call of Duty and other first person shooter games. Okay. Okay, now where do these go? Oh, okay, so those jumpers that I was talking about over here, that's for these little fence pieces that I like. Oh, those are beautiful. Right there. Wow. Okay, and then we're putting a white bracket. Okay, I've never seen it done this way, where they're putting a white bracket over a down bracket. So we have now an upward bracket. Okay, I can roll with that. And all right, and these are going to go across. Okay. Yeah, these are locking things into place. Two whites on the ends. Okay, now we have these black clips. Are they upward? No, they're actually bars, 1x1 with bar. One of these. It's like a rounded one with a bar. Okay, I think I'm going to pour these out too. I'm really glad I started using this towel. It just makes life a lot easier. Uh-oh. think I just dropped a piece. Hopefully it's not something important. All right. Yeah, no, the towel helps me to keep things in frame, and also it prevents things from moving around. Game changer, definitely. Okay, so clearly these are going to clip to something in the future. Okay. One by threes. Used one of those type of fences for a storm drain. Oh, monster under the street. That could make for a pretty eerie storm drain. I could see that. Okay, now it looks like we got 16 of these studs. Wow, that's a lot. 16 studs and 16 of those dots. Okay, this is going to take a while. So what are they doing? They're putting them... let me just double check something here. Ah, okay, interesting. So we're taking these brackets and we're using the fronts for the studs, and 2 studs go here, and then on this side we have those rounded ones that are going to go like that. So yay, we get to build 8 of these. And these go along the edge here, and I'm guessing like that. Okay, so I think the other thing you'll notice with architecture sets, or anything having to do with architecture, since this isn't technically an architecture set, is there's a lot of repetition, but something simple like that that you can continue on is an interesting technique too. So I'm going to try to do this quickly because I know it's probably not the most interesting thing to watch, but we'll try to make it as interesting as we can. Because you're on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Yeah. And like I said, some of the reason why I do the building is to learn some new techniques. And I think it was Debo who was on Cornado when we were talking about the haunted house. And one of the last steps is connecting a railing around the drop ride. And Carl Miriam apparently likes to attach things to unusual places, and he attached these clips to the railings of a fence. And it was just like, okay, I would have never thought about that, but it works. It works, so that's what the designer wanted. Yeah, and I think Debo said, yeah, if you work on some Carl Miriam sets, you'll notice there'll be a couple of connections. You'll think, whoa, that's, you want me to connect it there? Okay. All right, so I'm supposed to leave these 3 empty and then put these kind of on this edge going across. Yeah, so like I said, this is just a repetitive pattern, but sometimes that helps. It's a good thing to put into play. You know, like I said, I think these rounded dots, if you're looking for a set too for parts, this has some amazing parts in it. So for those of you who just plan to build it and then destroy it, I hope you don't, but if you do, that's okay. This will be one of those sets that I keep, but I store away for the holiday until the holiday comes around. I think that's what this is going to be for me. Because I just discovered these Chinese New Year sets, what, in 2019? And I was mentioning to a friend earlier that these Chinese New Year sets were only available in China. So I had a friend of mine who was coming to a convention in Denver, and I said, "Hey, would you buy this for me, and I'll pay you back when I see you." And he was nice enough to buy it and bring it over, and I paid him, and I got my Chinese New Year family set. Okay, so I think that is the end of that. Yeah, we got through that. That wasn't too hard. That wasn't like putting 75 links on a chain for the haunted house. That was a bear. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I will say that. That was definitely a lot of work. Okay, so we're doing this thing again. What are we doing on this one? We are doing studs on the front, and then just one of these guys. Oh, Deneen! Hey, how's it going? You've been watching, but you can't hear anything? Oh, no volume? From me? $200 now? You want this set so much? Okay, so I think everybody else can hear me, Deneen, because I haven't had anybody complain that they can't hear me. Yeah, I think you need to refresh because everybody else can hear me. So you're, and yes, you need this set. This is an amazing, amazing set. So much fun. So much fun to build. So yeah, I'm really glad I jumped on this. This is one of those things where if you don't act quickly, just like I learned my lesson with the Elf Clubhouse, is I waited on the Elf Clubhouse and I should have just bought it because I had to go back to the store multiple times and just every time I was there, did you get the Elf Clubhouse in? Did you get the Elf Clubhouse in? And they kept saying no. Finally, it came in, and I had to pick it up like that day or the next day. And they were really good because they know they see me there regularly. I'm one of their regulars. Let's see. Yeah. You'll watch the replay later. That's how I caught the first half. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, no worries. No worries at all. We're glad to have you here. In fact, I'll put it into the chat so then that way you can, since you can't hear me. Oh, come on, mouse. Okay. Oops. All right, there we go. Yeah, see, I have another, when I'm working on the instructions, I have to have this other screen going so I can watch the chat. But yeah, this is an amazing, amazing set. It's just gorgeous. And I'm really glad I jumped on it because I was with a bunch of people and the I guess advanced purchases. I think because I'm a VIP, I think you could order this earlier, and a bunch of us we got on right when the the session opened to allow for early purchases. And even though we were yakking for a long time, all of a sudden it got really quiet because everybody was ordering at the same time, getting their orders in early. Okay, this is good. This little arch. In fact, here, I'll turn this so you can see where we are so far. So let's see if you can see this. But you can see this little pattern that we put together, and then this little archway, and there's a couple of open studs, so clearly there'll be something attached to that. Yeah, it's really cool. You meant that I have the sound off. A room full of people. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Well, this has been a lot of fun, and yeah, I hope you do get this set someday. All right, so oh, this is interesting. They have these rocker hinge bases, and these are going up on top. Rocker hinge base. So wonder what's gonna go there. Sometimes it's like the anticipation, like they put something together and you're like, okay, I would have never thought about doing that. So what's next? What are you doing next? Okay, the archway. Remember I mentioned about the arch had these open studs. So these these curved pieces, these curved tiles are going to go right there. Yeah, this is a really, really cool set. And like I said, this in many ways has made me very proud to be of Chinese descent. So you got this big circle right there. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, we have some black tiles that are that pattern I was talking about, like the chocolate bar or the gold bar. So we have two of these, one on either side. Okay, interesting. So they want this on the clip, which is kind of weird. All right, so I guess the clip is supposed to hold this in place. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Am I supposed to? Oh, I'm sorry. It would be good to attach an actual clip bar. So this goes like that, and then that attaches to the clip. That makes more sense. It goes back to me making an assumption and then not actually following the instructions. So, but if you've been on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, you see that that happens often. So, but you're still here, so hopefully you find that entertaining when I do that. so, so that's an interesting technique that they have. And this goes sideways. As you can see, I like making fun of myself a lot. And it helps the time pass by. All right, so we got that. All right, we got, looks like another railing, I think. That's going to be, no, Okay, here we go. I can add another bag here. All right, so this, I've been told this is called a boat stud. I would also call it a 2x2 inverse round, depending on who you talk to. An ingot? Is that what you call those? The gold bar pieces? Ingots? See, I'm learning all kinds of stuff from you, Cornado. I'm assuming that's what you meant when you said ingot. I've learned this code with Cornado because he'll just put like a one-word thing and then I'll have to interpret what he's talking about. So I'm assuming that's what you meant, Cornado. So let's see. I think this is, yeah, that looks like what they want. Okay, why am I not seeing this piece? There it is. All right, so we've got that. Oh, another piece of news. The Porsche 911. That looks like a really cool car. I did have a friend show that to me as far as what it looks like, and that looks like it's going to be really interesting too. Okay, so we got that rocker hinge piece, and that's why the boat stud is here, because it's offset by a little bit. Oops. Okay, oops. Let's concentrate. Why is my cell phone keep texting me? Is it still Office Depot trying to tell me like, I have a feeling it's like they don't have my order. We had an issue with your order. Yep, we had an issue with your order. Oh well. Like I said, it's with this pandemic I've learned that there's things that you can worry about and things that you can just realize that things are not going to be perfect. Okay, so we're putting more of these dots, these rounded tiles, I think, or what do we call them? Rounded dots? Rounded arch dots. Like I said, I know one piece dropped on the floor, so I'm hoping there's spares. I think there are. Whoops. Yeah, I had a feeling that one wasn't seated properly. Let's see. Oops. Oh, that's snap. That's what I want to hear. Snap, snap, snap. Okay, that's better. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. I think one of them dropped on the floor. And let's see if I can find it really quickly, because I don't see it here. I remember something dropped. Oh, let's see. Aha! I think I see it. Yay! Eureka! Okay, see, this would have been a bad thing. I do have some spares in my dots collection, but I didn't want to have to move from this spot. We are in Studio B. In fact, if I roll out this website like I'm planning to, then you know, the studio or 1000 Crane Studios, I have the build section over there, which is where I build my MOCs. Over here is what I call the green room area, and this is where I build sets. And then Studio C is where I do my my work with Photoshop and drawings and sketchings and some other things. So that's the plan for 2021. Is the Brickanista Broadcast Network is a subdivision of 1000 Crane Studios. And 1000 Crane Studios has 3 work areas. So 3 work areas within my apartment that I use for various crafts and other things. Okay, so there we go. So that's an interesting kind of layout. And clearly with the rocker hinges, I'm assuming this is going to go here just based on the rocker, but we'll see. I've been known to make assumptions too quickly. I don't want to do that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it tells me to turn it around. And we're going to put this here. Okay. And we're going to load it up with studs. Just load it up with these 1x1 studs. Yeah, it's always interesting. Just I'm really excited about this year because during the break I went to grab a poster board of my cartoons that I had put out back in 2015 or 2016. So they've been kind of on hold, but now I'm really getting geared up to try to incorporate them more into some of my work. And you know, it's who knows what's going to happen, but ooh, here's an interesting piece. It's like a fish. I think it's a fish. Who knows? It looks kind of like a fish with a bar coming out of its mouth. I don't know. It's an interesting piece, but they want me to put this with it looks like a tooth coming out of it. I think like that. Trying to see if I can. I think, yeah, it's got to be that way. I'm just trying to see if they want it like that. So which way is the fins going? Okay, I think the fins are going up top here. All right, we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna try that. So And these are what attach to those clips. Okay. So these clips here. Oops. Yeah, this is a little squirrely. I'm assuming this bar. Okay. I'm guessing that's what they're going for. All right. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell from the drawing. But this doesn't quite sit properly, so. Okay. All right, I'm going to guess that's what they're doing. And like you've said, I think, Cornado, you said once, it's not like the Lego police are going to come out and say, you didn't put that on correctly. You need to redo that. All right, there we go. So that's kind of this piece that we put together. The Porsche. This is all on the 32 by 32. What goes on the 16 by 32? I don't know yet. I think it's another extension because, yeah, right now we still have a 16 by 32. And I think that's the second set of instructions because this is the first set of instructions. They still have another set. So we shall see. Okay, so yeah, this goes this way onto these rocker hinges. See if I can. There we go. Oh, wow. That's cool. That is super cool. Oops. What did I do? I'm trying to line up my fish. Make sure my fish are lined up. Okay. All right, let's do that again. Okay, that's better. Okay, awesome. Here, I'll turn that so you can see it before I put the lanterns on, because this is a pretty significant part. But you can see how the gateway, the circular gateway into the garden is coming along. Yeah, it's really very, very well done. And there are going to be 2 lanterns that are going to be put on these 2 clips here. That's the next step. So that roof took forever. Well, it is a little bit of a tedious design, but it's nice. It is nice. You know, you gotta give them credit. Those designers know what they're doing. And actually, it didn't take that long because this bag has only taken 37 minutes, roughly. Because, and I even took that break, so it might even be less. I should probably do timestamps so that I know when I've worked on which bag. Yeah, but I love these printed translucent heads, for lack of a better term. Yeah, they're translucent. And the other thing you're asking, Deneen, about the 16 by 32, the other thing that's interesting is that this 32 by 32 has a lamppost in there. So I wasn't sure if they were going to include the lamppost because with modulars, they always have a lamppost in there. Okay, there we go. All right. Here, I'll show you this now with the lampposts in place. It's really beautiful with the black, the red, the gold, and the white all together. Okay, so now we're going to add a couple more. We're going to add a couple more lamps on the edges. These ones don't have the print on them. They're just plain. So this. Yeah, I know that roof seems like it took forever, but this whole bag didn't really take that long. It was fairly fast comparatively. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, the pole. See, I put this on too soon. So, all right, so it looks like we got this. Ooh, we're gonna put a handlebar on. Okay. Oops, did I put it on upside down? They need to put it on upside down. I think they want it this way. Like that. Okay. And then, oh, neat. Oops. Okay. That's another lamp post idea. And then we're putting the two lanterns on either side. It would be interesting to see how they light this up, how one would go about doing that. So you can see where this is going. Lamppost, yep. Yeah, it looks like a hobbit house. You're right. Yeah, it's interesting that you know, just the curves and the design. But yep, another lamppost because it is a modular. It is compatible with the standard modulars. That's another reason why I really wanted this one. The Temple of, was it Nanjing? I wasn't as excited about that. Not like this one. There we go. Okay, so where does this lamppost go? Yep, it goes on the edge here. Now, where does this go? We still haven't put this one out. Okay, now is the time. So we've got these little elephant trunks. And this is the little bit of pink and a little bit of green that they are putting in this set. And brown sprouts. Lock that in. Okay. And this is going to attach to, this is a little unusual. It's got a 1x1 with a clip and then a vertical clip. And then I'm not even sure what this is called, but it's the clip where you put a bar in the edge. And then this goes here. Okay. Now where does this go? All right, so they want me to turn this around. Remember that little pedestal we put in earlier? That. So they want this over here. Brick Loot will probably have a light kit. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah, Cornado, the Brick Loot is like, that's their thing. They definitely are into putting in lighting kits for everything. I think this is supposed to be at an angle, just based on the photo. I think it's supposed to be like that. But it says that this is upright and straight. Okay. All right, we will roll with that. And then we're going to do another one of these, but with the bigger this lavender piece. Yeah, it was fun to do a little landscape for the Tricky Bricks challenge because I don't really do landscapes very much. And yeah, that was fun. All right, we're going to secure this down. Sprout. All right, and looks like put one of these here. It's a nice little color combo. You would have to get a new pumpkins and make them transparent red. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Bricklet, and you're still working on it, seriously? You're working on your mosaic? I missed an earlier comment. Did you say something earlier, Brickman Mosaic? Or are you talking about when you were talking about working on your mosaic for the Corey Samuels thing? Ah, okay, so that little connection is what's going to connect here. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Very cool. So here, I'll turn it around so you can see some parts of it, because I'm pretty sure this is the end of this bag, because we have 3 pieces left. All right. So we worked on this little section here, and we got the gate, this whole gate, and of course the lamppost that we just put in. Let me see if I can put this farther over. Hard to tell with the way the framing is. In fact, hold on, let me look over here. This way, this is better. Yeah, here, I'll angle it a little more so you can kind of see the gate. Yeah, and if you look at it with the gate, let me see if I can angle it for the camera. It's kind of hard. But anyway, you can see with the arched bridge going over. 2 hours have passed. Thought you would end the stream already. Didn't realize you were still working on the garden. Oh, well, this is an 11 bag set. I've only gone through bags 1 through 7, so I still have bag number 8. And yeah, it's been, actually I started at 6 o'clock, so it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I've done 3 bags. And that's kind of how I've been tracking lately, is somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. Okay, so let's see. Let me see what's in the. I took out 4 bags this time. So I got this bag number 8, and let me see the instructions, because this might be perfect, because the instructions are subdivided into 2 books. So let me see if this ends here or if it goes to the next book. Okay, so it ends here, and then the next book starts with bag number 8. So I'm starting to think maybe, let's see, the next time I would be streaming is Thursday. Okay, so it's still early. It's 8:45. I think I'm going to go for this next bag, which means I need to open the next set of instructions, which I'm going to have to get from here. Yeah, let me download these instructions. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it because if I don't finish this bag now, I'll have to wait till Thursday, and then the last stream I can do 9, 10, and 11. And oh, okay, so this answers your question, Brickworm. This is starting on the next section. So this will be starting on the next module, the 16 by 32, which means I should need to get that handy. Okay, so here are the extra pieces from some of the other bags. Put that aside. Okay, so this is probably the almost finished portion of the 32 by 32. So I'll take a nice good look at that before I break out the 16 by 32. Oops. Ah. I've got a variety of my displays behind me. Okay, so 16. All right, bag number 8. We're going to build this up. Bag number 9. It looks like there's like a gazebo looking thing that they're going to build. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. We're going to work on bag number 8, and then when we do 9, 10, and 11 on Thursday, and then on Monday is Mock Monday. Actually, tomorrow, I forgot, there's tomorrow, Sunday. I'm probably, this is a good question. I wonder if I should finish, because normally I do Sundays on Twitch. because what I was going to do is switch over to Apocalypseburg, but we're kind of on a roll. If I do my Sunday stream, then I can finish this in 3 streams. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Should I work on this tomorrow as well on Sunday stream and not stream on Twitch? And then, because I want to keep all of them together. Or do you want to wait a week? Wait until Thursday? Because, like I said, there's no way I'm going to finish this tonight, clearly. But we have some options. Tomorrow's the last day of daily brick limit. Yes, that is true. Yeah, I've got a lot of things going on. In fact, Joriel Builds and I were talking about we're probably going to do some sort of announcement tomorrow for the daily brick limit, just to congratulate everybody. And then we're going to pick a day, I think we decided on Saturday, where we can compile all the information, have a little quick slideshow, and then also announce the winners. So we'll do the drawing probably Saturday. Like I said, don't quote me on that because I haven't confirmed yet, but that's the plan. So that's a week from today. But just thinking about this, finishing this set, if I were to finish this set tomorrow, I wouldn't stream on Twitch. I would stream here because I would want to keep all of the pieces or the videos together. So I don't know. So since my followers follow me both on Twitch and on YouTube, you could let me know what you think. All right, so I'm working on this little minifig, and so this this minifig is super cute. In fact, this one would make a good one for maybe for Richard because of the glasses that are on here. So it's really, really cute. Okay. All right, we are going to, and I think you're right, Cornado. Converting this to a Mills standard is probably a good idea. So when you get your set, if you decide to do that, if you decide to stream that, let me know because I'd be curious to see how you go about converting it over. Yeah, and like I said, what's really great about this is that they're following the modular standard where they're putting these 1x2 bricks in here and the Technic pin. And I realized I'm out of frame. I need to move this over. I just finished my day 30 build. Oh, great. Wonderful. Yeah, I still got to work on my day 30 build too. So that's another reason why I'm trying to decide what to do. Let's see. Yeah, we have... Well, I think the month of January has been very stressful too, because as I mentioned, I've been trying to get my taxes done. Thankfully, I'm able to get, you know, my 1099 forms for my contractors. I'll be able to get those out by the deadline, but the problem is the 1096 forms are out of stock. So I'm gonna, maybe I'll put out a message on one of my entrepreneur groups, and maybe somebody has an extra 1096 if they've already finished their filings. I don't know, Deneen, do you file 1099s or 1096s for your business? If you do, if you have a spare form, let me know. Let's see. Here we go. So here, once again, these are, looks like these are the signature bricks, because there's no reason for these bricks to be this color. Absolutely no reason. So they just like to put in, and of course we talked about the 2x4s are red because as a homage to Lego. because that's their signature color. Yeah. But these yellow and pink ones, definitely, those are one of the designers must like those colors to have in this set, because these are going to be covered up. There's absolutely no reason for these to be this color. I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, having this color in the set, but there isn't a specific reason for it. So I think that's the key. There we go. There's a little framework going in. You sent a pic of how you did the bookshop in the corner garage on Mills. Oh, okay, great. I'll go take a look at that. Yeah, I'm, like I mentioned, I'm trying to decide on whether I want to get the bookshop or the corner garage. I'm kind of leaning towards the bookshop, but I don't know. The corner garage sounds cool too. I'm leaning towards the bookshop mostly because it has a townhouse in there, and the townhouse would be something that I could use for like stop motion animation and some other things. Whereas I'm not sure how much I would use the corner garage for that. So that's why I'm hesitating about which one I would want to get. Let's see. Yeah, I love the fact that this set has so many of these corner bricks. These gray corner 2x2 bricks, or L-shaped bricks. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing a yellow. There it is. Okay. That looks good. That looks really good. The structure's coming together. All right. And as we talked about, we're going to be adding some more. Yep, we need to. Okay. All right, some more corner bricks. Corner bricks. Okay. Yeah. And I'm really glad you've seen my the model that I made of my own townhouse using the Mills standard, or not the Mills standard, but the modular standard. So I'm glad that I did that, because then I got familiar with how these work. All right, where's my 1x2s? I'm assuming they're here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think that the more you build, the more you better understand the standards and why they're important. Because I remember I built my townhouse on a 16 by 32 as well, and converted one of the friends' Hard Lake City ice cream shop and made it into a townhouse. So I think that just building a lot, you get to know more the more you build. It's just like with anything, right? Isn't it Malcolm Gladwell who talked about 10,000 hours? That once you put like 10,000 hours into anything, then you can claim you're an expert because you just have that knowledge, right, of doing these things. Okay. More red bricks. Here's another red one. Okay. Move that out of the way. Yeah, this combination too must belong to somebody. This teal, or I'm sorry, azure, and this lime green, because they did this also in the other model, but it was completely hidden. It was like, it's there, but nobody knows what it means. It's almost like you want a color code of all of the different sets and what they mean for the different designers. At least that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool to have. And the coral tiles. Yeah. And like I said, the more I build, the more I appreciate also just the different designs that people have come up with. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely, this was a good move to do bag number 8, because we're flying through this. This won't take very long at all. This is good. And it makes me wonder too, if ever I get into something like a big design, would I put, what would be my signature colors? You know, what would I call mine? And that's an interesting question. I'm not sure. I like dark red. Dark red's one of my favorite colors, but I don't know. I don't know if I would try to go colorful and bright and so obvious so people can see what's going on. I don't know. Okay. So we finished this out. And we're here. Okay, so it looks like we're doing primarily these gray bricks. Let me see. Got 2 gray bricks, 2 corners, and 2 palisades. Alright, where's my other palisade brick? Here it is. And a 1 by 4 green. Alright. And I notice I'm almost getting to the edge here, so let me frame myself up so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Oops, sorry, dude. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, so now we're putting this down and a corner. Oops. All right, now I get to go back to the instructions. It's kind of weird to have a corner garage in your town because all the fantasy and they're going to have carriages instead of cars. Just mod it and roll with it. Well, you know, you could make it a carriage station too. You know, it doesn't have to be a garage per se. You have a question. If I have a question for anyone here, what do they call the little scenes that you build in an 8x8 with walls on 2 sides? A vignette? Actually, that is called a minifigure habitat. It depends though on which person you talk to. If the 2 sides have one side that has a notch and the other side has a notch so you can connect them together, that's called a minifigure habitat. And you can read up about it from, I think it's the Brick Consultant. But yeah, do a search on minifigure habitats. That's probably what you're looking for. GOW? Grasshopper? And they could be called vignettes as well if they don't adhere to that standard. So there are other things called sig-fig boxes, which is what they did at Bricks LA. And the sig-fig boxes were 8x8s as well. So yeah, there's a lot of different things that people do. The minifigure habitat. Yeah, minifig habitat. Looks like I'm making a colorful keyboard mock. Yes, it does. This is all going to be hidden. So that's why this is like the codes of the designers as far as some of the colors that they like. I'm guessing. I mean, who knows? I mean, they don't really explain that, but you get to know that when you have when you watch the designer interviews, because sometimes the designers will be interviewed for different different things. Oops, I just realized I put this in the wrong place. Right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Okay, I missed something because this says. All right, I think that's what I need. Yep. All right, this is what I get for bricking and yakking instead of building. That's okay. You guys are pretty chill. You guys just roll with it. Yeah. There we go. Then we got that put together. the offset walls to connect. Yes, it's a minifig habitat. Yes, indeed. I've made a couple of those. They're fun. Okay, yay! Now we're getting to the sidewalk. Yeah. I don't know why I like the sidewalk so much. I just do. Okay. All right, come on. There we go. All right, let's see, what am I looking at? We have a couple of these, 2 of these, and 4 of these. And guess we don't need the green right away. 4 studs. And you called these ingots, is that right, Cornado? What I call the chocolate tiles. Either, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7 of these. All right, 7 of these ingot tiles. Let's see. 2 of these and 2 of the squares. Okay. All right. Let's see. This pattern here. Yeah, minifig habitats. It's funny. I was having a conversation on Sortlug with the guy from Australia who was talking about minifig habitats, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's the guy from England who claimed who's been getting noticed for it, but it actually started in Australia." He goes, "That's right, and actually, it even started from somewhere else before that." So yeah, it's interesting how things evolve. And then we were talking about the daily brick limit, and he goes, "Yeah, we're trying to figure out who started that." I said, "I can tell you exactly who started it. It was Joriel Builds, and I'm helping him host it." I said, "Yeah, you're talking to the person. I'm Brickanista. I'm the person who's co-hosting that." So that was pretty funny. Because it was like, "Yeah, we heard about this and we're trying to figure out where it started." It's like, Joriel Builds, August 2020. And it's his idea, and I'm just along for the ride. So, it has been fun working with him. Joriel Builds is a really cool guy. He's an amazing musician, too. And just an overall nice person. I'm very, very lucky. Okay, there we go. That is your sidewalk. And let's see. Ingots, yes. The chocolate tiles are called ingots, yeah. Okay. See, you taught me something about Apollo, studs, and ingots. So now I can sound more sophisticated when I'm in other Lego circles. It's like, "Yeah, pass me those ingots, will you?" And those Apollo studs. I would like to have some more of those, please. Well, it's true, though. The more you're into the hobby, the more you understand the terminology, just like with anything, really. The more you learn. Okay, so let's see. There we go. This goes just down the road. Yeah. Okay, that looks balanced. And then we get to cover it all up. So like I said, it's always so ridiculous. You see all this bright, colorful base, and then you end up covering it up. In fact, I'm going to take a photo of this just because I think it's really interesting. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go. It's colorful, and then we're going to hide your bright colorfulness. All right, so let's see. I think we have 3 of these. And it says they want to put this here. Okay. Yeah, isn't that a shame? They go through all that trouble to make it so colorful, and then nope, you're not gonna see it. It's completely hidden. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, but that's what they want to do. All right, now we get to put some green in. This is gonna be nice. Okay, so we need 2 of these guys. Where's the other one? Where are you hiding? There it is. Okay. All right, so put these. I'm gonna just move this down a hair just because so it's easier for me to reach. Okay. Yeah, this definitely was the way to go, doing this. Okay. Is that it for this one? All right. Okay, now we're gonna add. Okay, this is interesting because now we're making this little corner similar to what we did with the bull or the ox. That platform looks like we're creating this little. There we go. This little section. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, and like I said, we're running low on pieces, so we're just gonna keep bricking through this, covering up all that colorful goodness. It's like it's just gonna be covered up. Now this is interesting. There is one little gap there, but I guess that's okay. I guess they don't care. Unless, wait a minute, was I supposed to put a, no, I don't see a Palisades. Before I cover that up, let me just double check. Yeah, there's a gap there. Okay, not sure why, but we will roll with it. Okay, why is this not snapping? This is not snapping either. They were talking about getting like a mallet. Sometimes a mallet helps. Ha ha with all those colors, right? Yeah, exactly. You were going to go to sleep, but not anymore? Oh, hey Remy, how are you? And it does kind of look like a CPU. Yeah. Hey, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about this set. This is an amazing set. It's really, really well done. But it's so funny how they have all that color underneath and then they just cover it up. They just think, it's like the internal workings of the MOC. It's the internal colors of the designers. That's my guess. I don't know why else they would put all those colors in there. Okay, so looks like we're adding. Looks like, yeah. Okay. Another green square. Yeah, like I said, it's all covered up. It's kind of ridiculous, but you know, that's the way things go. Okay, so then we have one more green square here. There we go. Okay. All right. And I think now why do I have one more green? Okay, maybe it's coming later. Yeah, we've been streaming now, Remy, since 6 p.m. So I've been going for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Took one break. And I learned all about ingots. I learned about ingots and Apollo studs. So now I'm hip with the terminology. All right, let's see. Aha! I was wondering where this lone green 1x4 was going to go. Oops, let me move this up because I'm getting out of frame. Let's see. Yeah, that's correct. Now we're putting an ingot right here. Ah, I'm also missing this side over here. Yeah, no, this is coming along really nicely. I'll show you before I end the stream. I'll show you the 32 by 32 plate. This is the 16 by 32. So this set comes with 2 base plates. And this is now the second set of manual instructions that we're working on. Bag number 8. And I was trying to decide, in fact, I'm glad you're here because I don't think, do you have a Twitch account? Do you also follow people on Twitch? Because I was trying to decide if tomorrow, normally I stream on Twitch, but I was thinking since I'm so close to finishing this set, I'm almost tempted to stream tomorrow here and then pick up Twitch on Monday and Wednesday. I don't know. I'm conflicted. trying to figure out what to do. Here's the camera. I was looking for the camera earlier, so this little minifigure comes with this camera. So we got that going. You're 0% interested in brickheads, but those pandas are cute. And you might grab them, really? Oh, cool. You have the corner garage, bookshop, and 3 customs. You always forget about it. You forget about Twitch, that you have an account there. Okay, I think this is the last step because it says 3 of these and 11 of the ingots. Okay, so here I'm going to zoom in for this one because this is the last step. So hopefully you can see this a little bit better. Let's see. Why am I spatially challenged here? I think it's because of the way my camera is set up. Let's see. And I'm zoomed in a lot. Yeah, the pandas are super cute. There we go. Okay, so now we're zoomed in, and then I'll zoom out at the very end. There we go. Much better. Stream wherever you prefer, though. Well, see, that's the thing is I'm working on Apocalypseburg on Twitch, and I'm working on this Chinese New Year set here. You like those ingots as walkway stones? Yes, they're very, very cool. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're going to put these here. Yeah, these ingots as walkway stones, I'm a big fan now. I hadn't really thought of using them like this. And the other place I've started using them is, and I got this from the gingerbread house set, is using them for like bedspreads for little mini furniture. When you get them in different colors, that it almost makes like a quilt pattern when you start working with them. Yeah, that zoom in looks really good. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so where is this? Yeah, I'm starting to lean towards maybe finishing this set on YouTube, which means I'll have to change my schedule on Twitch. Because, you know, it's almost like you're almost at the finish line and you can see it, and you know you'll finish it soon. And Apocalypseburg is going to take a while. I will tell you right now. But Apocalypseburg is fun too. I've been having a lot of fun with that. You know what? I just came up with the solution. I will stream one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Or one in the afternoon and one in the evening. That's what I'll do. That's a long day, but I've done it before. I have done it before. Okay, so that is the end of that. So let me zoom out again. Okay, so we have this set. This is this. So we worked on, first of all, this little minifig. This set has 8 minifigs in it, which is another reason why you may want to get it. And then we have this little walkway here going to like another temple kind of thing that's going to be built up. Here we put the 16 by 16, the 1 by 2 Technic bricks because this will connect to the other one. And then we finished up this, which is amazing. This is the first 7 bags. So bags 1 through 7 are the entire 32 by 32. And as you can see on the side that they have the Technic bricks here. So these Technic bricks are what's going to connect. You can either connect it on this side or you can connect it on this side over here. And then, as you can see, we built this garden with this bridge, and the koi are in the pond with some little lotus leaves floating around. We also worked on this little fence with this little bench and these special lanterns. It looks so much cooler in person. Yeah. Never give up, never surrender. Have you worked on the Mandalorian Rebrick build yet? No, not yet. That's yet another thing I have to do. That's the challenge this week, yeah. I've actually built it already as a set, and I'm really reluctant to unbrick it. So my feeling is I probably should do this using Studio. It looks so much cooler in person. Yeah, by the way, that set is one of the reasons I hate brickheads. Bad quality. You like Grogu, but that's it. Oh, I actually liked both of them. And this is a beautiful set. Exactly. Oh, and just to continue, there's this round gate that we worked on too. And I think just the details with the stonework, and then you can see it's leading up to the bridge, and then the lanterns. Here, I'll also angle it this way. You can see that the bull, or I keep calling it a bull. It's an ox because it's the year of the ox. So the ox is here, and we have this little string of lanterns. It's just beautiful. So amazing. So this will eventually connect to that 16 by 32. So yeah, it is a beautiful set. Okay, so this is what I think is the plan for tomorrow. Oops, actually, I'm just going to leave this here so you have something to look at. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a busy day because it's the 31st, and it is the last day of the daily brick limit challenge. But I do think, based on how far we've gotten with this set, we only have 3 more bags to do. So what I'm leaning towards doing is probably tomorrow, and let me double check my schedule because, oh, Doc Sampson is here. Hey, are there multiple year of animals to build? Good question, because I have the year of the rat set from last year that I have not built yet, which is the the lion dance, I think, where it has the little man with the rat suit. Every year there's a GWP Year of the Animal. You think, yes, that's true. I haven't gotten mine yet. I did build the Year of the Rat last year, the little one, but that would be rad as far as, okay, so here's my plan. Normally Sundays are Super Bowl Sunday days or football days, but since they canceled the Pro Bowl, so here's my thought, is I think what I'll do is I'll stream tomorrow afternoon. So actually, Remy, this would be perfect for you as far as timing, but I'm thinking I'll stream tomorrow from say 1 to 4 to finish this set. And then that way all of my videos will be together as far as the dates. And then in the evening, because I always stream at 9, usually, actually, I take that back. On Sundays, I stream at any time. So Sunday, maybe around 7. So that'll give me a 3-hour break. And then at 7, I'll pick up again with Apocalypseburg on Twitch. So that's what I'll do. I'll stream in the morning or in the early afternoon, 1 o'clock on YouTube. And somehow, though, why do I have a feeling I have a 3 o'clock meeting tomorrow? Let me double check. I might have a 3 o'clock meeting tomorrow. It's like these little meetings sneak up on me. And let's see. All right, tomorrow. Okay, now there's a Baylug meeting at 1, and I probably won't attend that. I mean, I could wait till after the Baylug meeting. Cornado, were you planning to attend the Baylug meeting? So, yeah, I think what I'll do is the pig was the year before. Yeah, they just started these sets, and they were also targeted to the Asian markets, and then they only started bringing them here last year. So, okay, why don't we do this? I don't have it on my schedule. Okay, why don't we move it instead to 2? Because if the Baylug people are meeting at 1, I don't want to, you know, interfere with that. So we will stream at 2 tomorrow and finish this set. I'll probably go for about 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll wait until later in the evening. Probably, let's see, maybe 8-ish, and I'll start on the Apocalypseburg. So that'll be good because then, you know, I could work on a few bags on both, and then I'll still be making progress because Apocalypseburg is a cool set too. And that one's a lot harder to do video-wise. And then that way I can set up after this. Because one thing nice about this is my framing is pretty good with this camera here. And that way I don't have to move this setup. You'll probably listen in. Oh, okay, cool. All right, that's what I'll do. So I'll stream here at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And then I will stream on Twitch later in the evening. And I think I said, what, 8? So, yeah, I'll do that, 8 o'clock. So 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And then that way I can get a few bags done on both of them. So great. Awesome. And thank you, Remy. I hope you're doing well. I know I have only just started streaming here on YouTube over the last month or so. And I'm enjoying this too. I think it's just 2 different kind of cultures too. I think what I like about Twitch is that it's much more casual. I think YouTube is a little bit more formal in that way. But the other kind of nice thing is that I'm not interrupted all the time, because when I'm on Twitch, people say, okay, I want you to hydrate right now. And, you know, one of my followers loves to do that when I'm all, you know, I've got my hands deep into the model, and it's kind of like, hydrate. And I'm like, really? Can't you wait until I'm at a stopping point? So, yeah. You'll stop by for a little bit. Okay, cool. That'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great to have you around. And you'll probably listen into Baylug. Okay. Well, that's great. What I'll do is I'll start 2. In fact, maybe I should say 2:30, because if I do Baylug, if I drop in, then because I do need to talk to them about the jungle collab, because I'm listed as part of that. That's what I'll do. Okay, 2:30. 2:30. That's hopefully works for people. that gives me time to set up, because if I go to the Baylug meeting and I stay for an hour, then I still have to set up to make sure everything's working. Okay, I will put that on the schedule. 2:30 on YouTube, and then I'll go over to Twitch at 8 o'clock. Okay, we got a plan. Yeah, Aussie Wheels. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, nice enough guy, but it's kind of like, dude, it's like you're not watching your chat. And it's like, well, I'm kind of working right now. and and that's the thing too, as I start building this stream up, I probably will need, a moderator or two to be able to talk back and let me know when somebody's asking me to do something. you know but I appreciate everybody being here, and I just wanted to make sure I recognize everybody. So thank you, Cowboy Cornado. Thank you, Remy. Thank you, GOW Grasshopper. I know Deneen was here for a little bit too. Alexander 23. All you guys have been great. I really appreciate that. In fact, here, let me show my full screen. There we go. Hey. So thanks again, everybody. I know this is kind of a learning curve for me, and I appreciate you being so patient and for helping me with this. And I need to slam the ban hammer. Okay, yeah, I mean, thankfully, right now it's really quiet. But if you start getting people dropping f-bombs and stuff, then yeah, you're always happy to. Okay, well, I think if I can make you a mod, I will. So, oh, that's fancy. You like that? That's an overlay from um, Streamlabs OBS. So I use that, and I like the sound. That kind of like I don't know, Star Wars, not Star Wars. What am I thinking? Kind of a futuristic sound, right? When the transition happens. So cool. Well, thank you again. Really appreciate you hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow here on YouTube at 2:30 to finish this model. It is amazing. So I know, Cornado, you said you've already decided to buy it, and I don't think you'll regret it. I know Deneen is looking forward to it, but yeah, it is already out of stock. So you're just gonna have to wait a little bit. Yeah, Space Door. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Space Door. Yeah, I've been using it now for a couple months. I really like it. And there's things that are still kind of quirky about this setup, but it's working for now. So great. Okay, well, thanks everybody. I really appreciate it. And I know that you could be doing other things, but you're hanging out with me. So thank you for doing that. You're keeping me company, and we're getting to learn more about Lego and how much we love this product and how much we have this great community together. So we will see you again tomorrow at 2:30 here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network on YouTube. So we'll see you again. Take care. Bye.